Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch kind of a lost, rare Jodie Foster movie from the 70s, In the Beach House, otherwise known as Beach House. Let's check it out. About 95% of this film takes place in this beach house, in this Italian beach somewhere, this little hut. And we're going to see various people, families, ladies' swimming teams. Come on in. And I couldn't show it to you, but in a truly bizarre scene, this guy's apparently a priest, and as he was putting his swim trunks on, we saw a glimpse of him, and he has two penises. Later on, we have this pair of women.
He said something else you said. Enjoy, it's much later than you think, or something.
It's supposed to be a Chinese saying. I bet you never heard one of his gags. I mean, body, but body.
You don't think you forgot, huh?
Here's a couple that long to have sex for the first time, but they keep getting interrupted.
Please forget our permanence and last and love each other openly. But it would be so poetic.
So poetic?
Yeah, so poetic to wet in your skin, discover it with salt and your lips become tangy.
Ah, you're right. It'll be an even more glorious day. Unforgettable day. Amour is a many-splendid. Yeah, hold it.
Forget about it.
And then these two women who got picked up by a couple of guys.
Like somebody's grandma.
You think you're so hot with all those greases there? You think you're so hot?
You're kidding, after 3 abortions, it's great. Oh, hey, listen, what were you?
A couple comes back and tries again.
So poor little delicate body. We shall both, your body and mine, unite.
Oh,
When? Immediately. You are my desire, my beauty.
But it's not going to
We
happen
shall
now.
both meld into a sin. You see.
The arrival of Jodie Foster and her family.
Get down here.
Her grandparents, her like second or third cousin.
Rotten baby, you wanted to get where the real color, eh? The women here and the man there.
I think you know that there isn't any. Go ahead. Go on, find him. Be able to let this go. Gotta keep an eye on him.
But you mind, you stay in the shade. And don't go in the water. I won't. Bad for you.
Where did you get this nephew anyway? Out of a turnip?
When everybody's left, the pervert comes in and drills some holes. Perfect for peeping.
There's little to think about.
I think these women are prostitutes.
I'll be here in 2 minutes, or maybe a motel. You phoned us. Come on, let's fuck. It's easy.
In fact, it's not only easy, but it's without imagination or a thought. Find something that titillates, excites, and that's
Signor.
Here's this guy, Gigi. He hit his head on a surfboard and he's been out of action most of the day.
What's this thing? A clavicle, a rotula? What the fuck is it?
I had to zoom in here, but our peeper is watching the girls' swim team.
I say eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Then when it gets rough, I'm ready. That's telling them, Josie. Before you get all hot and bothered, don't forget there's a rest. So what?
Jodie Foster apparently has a splinter in her foot, and her second or third cousin is going to help it.
splinters can crawl right up your leg. You gotta draw them out.
But she's faking it.
Gotta pull it out with your teeth.
Come on. Don't do that. There's nothing in my foot.
She's got a secret.
I'm almost 3 months pregnant. Now, I only told Grandma and Grandpa, and they took me to a doctor, and the doctor said I got wait a minute.
She can't get an abortion because she's got a health issue.
I got a bad temper.
So Grandma thinks these two should be a couple, they should make love, and then there'll be a father for the child.
You understand? So, all we gotta do is make love, and then the baby will have a father. You gonna marry me right away?
I think this is Catherine Deneuve. Gigi is having a dream.
Pretty soon I won't be able to breathe either.
He might be a little delirious from the bump on the head.
I say, what the fuck's this got to do with it?
What's gotta do with it? Better breathe. Hurry up. You know, I could swear I seen you around. Like the kid around, oh man.
Her grandpa seems to recognize Gigi.
What part? What section are you from?
The Coliseum, in front of Santini's restaurant. Where the tourists go.
He knows Gigi's father.
That's oh, don't forget about it. And this is my sweet little pretty granddaughter. Oh, look how sweet she is.
I'm Gigi.
Nando.
I should try around.
Hey, thank you.
Let's hear you growl.
The prostitutes try to rip the pants off the businessman.
No.
Stop fussing, you love it.
Oh, Lord, help me. Help me to resist. Don't let. Please don't let lust conquer. I implore you.
A little less of
No,
this.
no.
Be quick. Don't be ashamed.
He's got leather underwear.
Infected.
So she's using the old splinter in the foot routine again since the
What sign are you?
second or third cousin thing didn't work out.
No, I'm just kidding you. I'm a Pisces. Fish.
Oh, I'm a fish too.
Oh, yeah? We could make a good fry.
The horny couple who haven't had sex yet are now sunburned.
It's not fussy, but
Take off your hat.
no, we're touching birds.
We'll only use the part that didn't get burned.
Nothing's gonna happen here either.
Oh, Kitty, it burns. I gotta have you.
Because just as they're about to get started, but it appears Teresina, Jodie Foster, is choosing a new Gigi over her cousin.
Did you see that? He found the watermelon.
Got some roast chestnuts. It's winter outside.
The rain lets up somewhat, and people start to leave.
Listen, Gigi, she's hot, you know. She can take us both on.
She's just a kid.
Are you jealous to see it or something?
What's the matter with you? She's still intact.
What?
She's a virgin.
Where?
Oh.
Hey, Gigi. You coming with us, huh? Now we got plenty of room.
Yeah, okay. It's no trouble. He's got a car. So,
You and Teresina can carry this.
And that's
Come
our
on,
movie.
Let's go.
All right, Schlockmeister fans. It's Saturday morning, and I just watched In the Beach House. Italian-made film, an obscure little film. Jodie Foster made 2 European films in the mid-70s. Stop Calling Me Baby, which I reviewed earlier this week, and now In the Beach House, which she made in Italy. It's hard to describe this film. It's basically takes place in this beach hut on some Italian beach somewhere, and we see the patrons come in, change clothes, get their suits on, talk, discuss things, and we learn little bits about some of the people that are there. There's this one couple that I don't know if they're engaged or they're newlyweds or what, but they haven't had sex yet, so they're trying desperately to have sex, but every time they try, there's an interruption of some sort, so they don't get that done. There's these 2 guys that picked up these 2 women. One guy, Gigi, gets hit on the head with a surfboard, so he spends the rest of his film in a bandage on his head. There's Jodie Foster and her family. She comes with her grandparents and her second or third cousin. She wasn't even quite sure who he was, as well as other kid. Turns out she's pregnant. She's 3 months pregnant, and she can't have an abortion because of some sort of health issue. So her grandmother basically wants her to get married, but it's the guy who impregnated her apparently is not in the picture, so they got to find a new man for her. So that's why they brought the second cousin along. They were hopeful that they would hit it off. She pretends to have a splinter in her foot so that he can help her get it out. Then he tells the whole story and says, well, we have to make love now. Once we make love, then we can get married, and you'll be the father of this child. He's a little freaked out by that, of course. That doesn't work out. Later on, Gigi is recognized by Jodie Foster's grandfather and welcomed in. They eat with him, and Jodie Foster pulls the whole splinter in the foot routine on him as well. There's also this businessman who has two call girls with him, I guess. There's a couple of military guys, and there's this women's swim team. There's a pervert who comes in and drills some holes in the wall, and later on he spies on the women's swim team as they're bathing, showering. And that's pretty much it. There's really not a whole hell of a lot of plot that goes on here. Ultimately, Jodie Foster chooses Gigi, and he's going to come home with the family, and who knows what's going to happen. A big rainstorm came, which was another interruption for the couple who was trying to make love for the first time. And then everybody leaves at the end. That's it. So anyway, yeah, it was also I have it under the title In the Beach House. It's also known as Beach House, or Cosato, I think is the original, or Casato, something like that is the original Italian title. It's not available on VHS or DVD in this country, and never has been to my knowledge. I had a VHS copy of it, which I think I got from Video Search of Miami back in the early 2000s, and it's got subtitles on it. I burned that copy onto this disc here, this DVD-R. I'm pretty sure this has been released on a PAL DVD overseas somewhere, but it does not have an English soundtrack. So that's why I have this one. It's best you can do. I don't know where you're going to find this film or see this film. It is kind of rare. It's a little bit interesting, I guess. And of course, like I said, there's some nudity in here, not from Jodie Foster. She was not naked in this at all. But there's plenty of nudity from other people. Well, not plenty, but there's enough. Including, there's penises in this movie. And I say penises plural because there's one guy who has 2 penises. And I think it was real. I don't know. It's a rarity, but I had to do a double take there because the quality of this VHS tape that I had isn't the best. I had to rewind. It's like, is that his balls hanging there? But no, it was 2 dicks. So, and I confirmed that on IMDb too. Weird. Anyway, that's it. In the Beach House. Strange little film. See it if you can find it. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.